I don't think people understand just how breathtaking Albania's hidden natural gems truly are. Welcome to Discover Albania's hidden natural gems in 4K, your front row seat to one of Europe's last wild frontiers. Albania's northern frontier is a place where time is written in stone and shadow. Here the mighty Albanian Alps rise, their ancient ridges carved by eons of wind and water. As the morning sun stretches across these peaks, it reveals a world both wild and serene. This is the Accursed Mountains, a land shaped by untamed forces where forests of beech and pine cloak the slopes. Rivers born from melting snows carve their way through the earth, their turquoise waters winding through meadows. It's a place of profound tranquility and immense natural power, a silent invitation to explore one of Europe's last wild frontiers. Nestled deep within the Accursed Mountains lies Theth National Park, a sanctuary of breathtaking isolation. For centuries, this valley was a world unto itself, protected by formidable peaks. Our journey begins from above, where the true drama of Theth is revealed. From this vantage point, one can trace the paths of ancient shepherds and winding trails. Look there, a cascade of pure cold water, Grunas waterfall, a spectacular plume dropping into an emerald pool. The valley floor is a mosaic of lush meadows dotted with traditional stone houses known as cullis. Hidden within the landscape is the blue eye of Theth, a deep underwater karst spring. The water is shockingly cold, emerging from the depths at a constant temperature. The sheer verticality of the cliffs and the purity of the water create an experience of profound connection. Here, one feels both infinitesimally small and part of something vast and ancient. If Theth is the dramatic heart of the Albanian Alps, then Valbona Valley is its soul. Connected by a famous hiking trail, Valbona offers a different, though no less spectacular character. The Valbona River is the valley's defining feature, a masterpiece of nature's artistry. The forests that clothe the slopes of Valbona are some of the most pristine in the Balkans. Unlike the sheer cliffs of Theth, the peaks surrounding Valbona present as colossal pyramid-like structures. The human footprint in Valbona is light, with small hamlets and guest houses scattered along the river. As we follow the river's course, we see how it has shaped every aspect of the valley. To spend time here is to be reminded of the intricate connections that underpin the natural world. Leaving the high peaks behind, we journey to Lake Coman, a vast reservoir through a narrow canyon. It is not a natural lake, but a man-made creation, transformed into one of Europe's most spectacular ferry journeys. The experience of traversing Lake Coman is often compared to navigating the Norwegian fjords. The lake follows the ancient path of the river, twisting and turning with breathtaking vistas. The journey is one of profound isolation, with no roads or signs of modern life. The ferry is a lifeline connecting remote homesteads to the outside world. The scale is immense, with cliffs towering above, instilling awe and humility. Lake Coman is a paradox, a feat of human engineering creating a sanctuary of wild beauty. It is a place where nature and humanity have collided to create something unexpected and unforgettable. Tucked away in the lush forests near Saranda lies one of Albania's most enchanting secrets, the Blue Eye, or Siri One Kolta. This natural spring, with its hypnotic sapphire blue waters, seems almost otherworldly. From beneath the earth, crystal-clear water gushes up, creating a pool so deep that its true bottom remains a mystery. The air here is cool and fresh, filled with the soft sounds of birds and the gentle rush of water. The Blue Eye is more than a destination. It is a reminder of nature's artistry and resilience. In protecting places like the Blue Eye, we ensure that Albania's hidden gems continue to inspire and amaze, silently flowing through the centuries. Carved between sheer cliffs and embraced by the untamed Ionian coast, Jaipe Beach and Canyon is a sanctuary for the adventurous soul. Far from the crowds and reachable only by winding trails or boat, this secluded paradise rewards the determined with a landscape both dramatic and serene. Wild oleanders and ancient pines cling to the rock, their roots weaving through centuries of stone. At the canyon's end, the view suddenly opens. A stretch of golden sand meets crystalline turquoise waters, untouched and inviting. Here, time slows. Kayakers glide through the gentle surf, while hikers explore hidden caves and secret alcoves, each step an invitation deeper into Albania's wild heart. The wind carries the scent of sea and pine, and the sound of waves blends with the canyon's silence, creating a symphony of solitude. For those who seek the extraordinary, it is a reminder that Albania's greatest treasures often lie just beyond the beaten path, waiting to be discovered, cherished and protected for generations to come. High above the Ionian coastline, where mountains meet the clouds, Ljogara Pass carves its way through the heart of southern Albania. As you ascend, the air grows crisp and pine-scented, and the vistas stretch endlessly. Rolling forests, dramatic cliffs. Mesmerized by the dance of sunlight across the peaks and valleys, eagles soar overhead, riding thermal currents that swirl above the pass. On one side, the rugged mystery of the mountains, on the other, the promise of the Albanian Riviera, with its sun-washed beaches and hidden coves. Whether blanketed in winter's mist or glowing under summer skies, the pass invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and witness the grandeur that has shaped Albania's spirit. Here at this gateway, the wild beauty of the highlands and the allure of the coast unite, reminding travelers that the journey itself is as unforgettable as the destination. Beyond the winding roads and sunlit beaches lies a realm untouched by time, the Karaburun Peninsula. Here the coastline is raw and pristine. Secret coves cradle translucent waters, and sheer cliffs plunge into the deep blue, their faces sculpted by centuries of wind and waves. Karaburun is more than a scenic escape. Dolphins arc gracefully through the surf, while sea turtles nest on hidden shores. On land, dense forests cloak the hills, their silence broken only by the rustle of wildlife or the distant call of seabirds. There are no roads here, only footpaths and the hush of the wilderness. Adventurers arrive by boat, drawn by the promise of solitude and unspoiled beauty. As Albania's first marine park, it is a reminder that some treasures are best left untouched, where the spirit of the coast endures, wild and unbroken, for generations yet to come. Tucked away in the remote heart of northern Albania, the Shala River winds like a ribbon of turquoise through a world apart, often called the Albanian Thailand. This hidden gem enchants all who venture here with its crystal-clear waters and lush jungle-like surroundings. Accessible only by boat, the journey along the Shala is an adventure in itself, each bend revealing secluded beaches of smooth white pebbles and untouched forest. Here, nature lovers find their sanctuary, a place to swim in cool, refreshing waters, hike along wild trails, or simply listen to the whispers of the wind in the trees. It is a living postcard, a place where the soul finds peace and the senses awaken. In the embrace of these emerald waters, Albania's natural beauty reveals yet another unforgettable secret, one that lingers long after the journey ends. Nestled between rolling hills and tranquil lagoons lies Butrint National Park, where the echoes of ancient civilizations linger in the air. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Butrint is not only Albania's archaeological crown jewel, but also a sanctuary of natural beauty. Here, time weaves together layers of history, Greek, Roman, Byzantine and Venetian, each leaving behind temples, theatres and fortresses hidden among the lush Mediterranean forest. The ancient city's amphitheatre, once alive with the voices of antiquity, now sits in serene silence, framed by the shimmering waters of Lake Butrint. Butrint is more than a relic of the past. It is a living landscape where history and nature exist in perfect harmony. As you explore this enchanting park, you walk in the footsteps of those who came before, discovering a place where Albania's heritage and wild beauty are preserved for generations to come. Where the rugged mountains of southern Albania tumble into the Ionian Sea, Dermi Beach emerges as a sun-soaked paradise. The gentle rhythm of the waves harmonizes with laughter and music drifting from vibrant beachfront bars. By day, the beach is a sanctuary of relaxation. Kayakers glide across translucent waves, and sunbathers find solace beneath the shade of olive trees. The air comes alive with the pulse of nightlife. Open-air clubs light up the shoreline, and travellers from around the world gather to dance beneath the stars. Dermi's unique blend of natural beauty and electric energy makes it a favourite destination for those seeking both serenity and adventure. Every moment here feels like summer distilled. For many, Dermi is more than a beach. It's a celebration of life's simple pleasures, a place where days melt into unforgettable nights and where the spirit of Albania's Riviera truly shines. Tucked away along Albania's dramatic southern coastline, Grama Bay is a hidden sanctuary where time seems to pause and nature's artistry takes centre stage. This secluded cove, reachable only by boat or rugged hiking trails, greets visitors with a crescent of ivory pebbles and water so clear it glows with sapphire and emerald hues. Towering limestone cliffs carved by wind and waves cradle the bay and create a sense of profound isolation, an untouched paradise far from the bustle of the modern world. The cliffs themselves are etched with hundreds of inscriptions, some dating back to Greek and Roman times, prayers for safe passage, dedications to forgotten gods, and the marks of travellers long gone. Each carving is a silent testament to the bay's enduring role as both sanctuary and storyteller. Wild herbs scent the air, and the only sounds are the gentle lap of waves and the distant cry of gulls. Here, rare plants cling to the cliffs, and sea caves beckon the curious to explore their mysteries. At sunset, Grama Bay is transformed. Its rocks glow gold, and the sky paints reflections across water so still it becomes a mirror. For those who make the journey, Grama Bay is not just a stop on the map, but a memory etched into the heart, a reminder that Albania's coastline still holds secrets waiting to be discovered. Stretching boldly into the Adriatic, the Cape of Rodon, known locally as Kepi versus Rodonit, stands as a windswept promontory where Albania's history and wild beauty collide. This rugged peninsula, cloaked in emerald pines and wildflowers, offers a journey through time and a front-row seat to nature's grandeur. Jagged cliffs tumble to secret coves, and the rhythmic crash of waves echoes against limestone walls sculpted by centuries of wind and water. It's a place where the past lingers in the ruins and legends whispered by the sea breeze. At the tip of the cape, the ancient Rodoni castle rises from the headland, its weathered stones telling stories of medieval battles and Venetian ambitions. Built in the 15th century by Albania's national hero Skanderbeg, This fortress once guarded the coast against invading forces. This centuries-old chapel, with its faded frescoes and air of quiet devotion, has long been a pilgrimage site and a place for pause, reflection, and the simple joy of a sea breeze drifting through sunlit windows. Cyclists pedal through pine forests, their paths dappled in golden light. Families picnic in meadows overlooking the water, while intrepid swimmers seek out hidden beaches where the sand is soft and the water shimmers in every shade of turquoise. The only sounds are the whisper of wind in the pines and the distant call of seabirds returning home. The Cape of Rodon is a place to wander and wonder, a sanctuary for history buffs, nature lovers, and anyone yearning for a moment of awe. In this meeting place of legends and landscapes, memories are made and the soul finds space to breathe. Where land, sky and water intertwine, Divjake Karavasta National Park emerges as one of Albania's most precious natural treasures. Sprawling across the country's central coastline, this vast mosaic of wetlands, lagoons, pine forests and salt marshes is a living testament to the power of nature's harmony. At dawn, the lagoon transforms into a canvas of gold and silver, reflecting the first light of day and the silhouettes of thousands of birds on the wing. Divjake Karavasta is a sanctuary for biodiversity. Over 260 species of birds find refuge here, making it a paradise for ornithologists and casual birdwatchers alike. Every spring, the pelican colony returns, nesting on floating islands and filling the air with their gentle calls, a living symbol of hope and resilience. Herons stalking through tall grasses, and cormorants sunning themselves on driftwood. Beyond its avian wonders, Divjake Karavasta is a haven for life of all kinds. Foxes and jackals slip through the forests, turtles bask in the sun along sandy banks, and wild orchids bloom in hidden meadows. But Divjake Karavasta is more than a refuge. It is a vital ecosystem, protecting coastal communities and nurturing generations. Its wetlands filter water, buffer storms, and shelter young fish and crustaceans that sustain the livelihoods of local families. For visitors, the park offers endless ways to connect with nature. In every season, Divjake Karavasta reveals new faces, lush and green in spring, golden and teeming with life in summer, tranquil and reflective in autumn's embrace. In this sanctuary of wings and waters, every visit is a reminder of nature's grandeur, fragility, and the urgent need to protect such irreplaceable wonders, for the pelicans, for the people, and for generations yet to come. Tucked away in Albania's southeastern highlands lies Prespa Lake, a place where the boundaries of nations blur and the boundaries of nature expand. Shared by Albania, North Macedonia and Greece, Prespa is more than just a body of water. It's a living symbol of unity, resilience and the enduring power of the wild. The lake's tranquil shores are dotted with sleepy fishing villages, ancient stone churches, and fields of wildflowers that sway gently in the mountain breeze. Time seems to slow here, inviting visitors to pause, breathe, and listen to the quiet symphony of nature. The lake is a vital breeding ground for the rare Dalmatian pelican, one of the world's largest freshwater birds, whose broad wings skim the surface as they search for fish. Cormorants, herons and grebes nest among the reeds, while otters slip silently through the shallows at dawn. Beyond its avian wonders, the lake's crystal-clear waters shelter endangered fish and amphibians, including the Prespa trout and the elusive Macedonian newt. The surrounding forests, meadows and wetlands provide refuge for wolves, foxes and wild boar, while orchids and rare alpine plants bloom in secret corners, painting the landscape with vivid colour. Fishermen cast their nets in much the same way as their ancestors, their wooden boats gliding silently across the morning mist. The lake's people have always lived in harmony with the land and water, their traditions shaped by the rhythms of nature and the gentle meeting of cultures. But Prespa is more than a sanctuary. It is a fragile ecosystem, vulnerable to the pressures of modern life. Yet in recent years, a spirit of cooperation has emerged. The three nations sharing Prespa have joined forces, creating the first transboundary park in the Balkans, a powerful commitment to preserving this unique landscape for generations to come. The air grows cool and still, and a sense of peace settles over the land. A peace born of shared stewardship and the timeless beauty of nature unbound by borders. Here in these tranquil landscapes, hope glimmers on the water's surface, inviting all who visit to become guardians of this precious place. Cradled between the mountains of Albania and North Macedonia, Lake Ohrid is a living legend, one of Europe's oldest and deepest lakes, a shimmering expanse of water that has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations for millennia. Here, time flows as gently as the waves, and every ripple carries the echoes of ancient stories. Its crystal-clear waters plunge to depths of nearly 300 meters, sheltering a world of rare and endemic species. Over 200 unique creatures, from the famed Ohrid trout to ancient freshwater snails, have evolved in isolation, turning the lake into a sanctuary of biodiversity found nowhere else on Earth. On the Albanian side, the town of Pogradec greets visitors with its laid-back charm. Cobbled streets, lakeside promenades, and the scent of fresh fish grilling over open flames. Across the water, the city of Ohrid, often called the Jerusalem of the Balkans, rises in terraces along the hillside. The Church of St. John at Caneo, perched on a rocky promontory, has become an icon of the lake itself. A place where golden sunsets illuminate centuries-old frescoes, and the air is filled with the quiet hush of reverence. Each summer, the air is alive with music and laughter as festivals celebrate everything from folk dancing to poetry, uniting communities on both sides of the border. Conservation efforts work tirelessly to preserve its fragile balance, ensuring that its ancient species and timeless beauty will endure for centuries to come. Lake Ohrid endures, a timeless jewel, cherished by all who encounter its magic. Here, in the union of history, nature and culture, we're reminded that some wonders are too precious to belong to any one nation. They belong to all of us, waiting to be discovered, protected, and passed on to the future. Rising boldly above the heart of Albania, Tomor Mountain is more than just a peak. It is a living legend, a place where the boundaries between earth and sky, myth and reality, seem to dissolve into the clouds. Towering at over 2,400 meters, Tomor stands as a sentinel over the land, its snow-capped summit visible for miles, shrouded in mystery and awe. Local legend whispers that Tomor is the eternal resting place of Baba Tomori, the bearded giant and guardian spirit of Albania. It is said that when storms roll across the land, it is merely Baba Tomori shaking his mighty white beard, blessing the valleys below with rain and renewal. Thousands of Bektashi faithful make the arduous journey to its summit, gathering at the sacred Tek, a shrine that clings to the ridge like a beacon. For generations, Christians and Muslims alike have climbed its slopes, drawn by its ancient energy and the promise of spiritual connection. But Tomor is not only a place of myth and worship, it is a sanctuary for nature's grandeur. As you ascend, the air sharpens, the world falls away, and breathtaking vistas unfold. Rolling hills, deep valleys, and the silver ribbon of the Osum River winding far below. Here above the clouds, silence reigns, broken only by the call of eagles circling on the updrafts. Tomor Mountain is a testament to Albania's enduring spirit, a sacred sentinel watching over its people, its legends, and its wild beauty. Whether cloaked in the soft light of dawn or lit by the golden fire of sunset, Tomor endures as a symbol of unity, faith, and the eternal dialogue between humanity and the mountains that shape our destiny. Just a short drive from the bustling heart of Tirana, Mount Dajti rises like a gentle guardian above the Albanian capital, offering an escape into nature that feels worlds away from city life. Known as Tirana's living balcony, Mount Dajti is where locals and travellers alike come to breathe, explore, and take in some of the most breathtaking views in the country. Within minutes, visitors can swap the city's vibrant streets for the tranquility of the mountain. The Dajti Express cable car glides effortlessly above forests and hillsides, carrying passengers on a scenic 15-minute journey to the mountain's upper slopes. As the cityscape falls away, Tirana unfurls below, a patchwork of rooftops, parks, and winding roads, all framed by distant mountains and the shimmering expanse of the Adriatic Sea. On clear days, the views reach as far as Lake Bovilla, the fertile plains of central Albania, and the distant peaks of the Dinaric Alps. As the sun sets, the city lights flicker on, casting a golden glow over Tirana and painting the sky in hues of orange and lavender. Winding paths lead through wildflower meadows, past hidden springs, and up to rocky outcrops where eagles ride the thermals. And horseback riding trails that meander through the peaceful woodlands. Daity's slopes are also home to cosy mountain lodges and restaurants, where traditional Albanian dishes are served with a side of unforgettable views. Whether you're savouring a hearty meal, sipping hot coffee, or simply basking in the serenity, Mount Dashti offers a moment of pause, a chance to reconnect with nature and see Albania from a new perspective. It is a place where every visit brings a new discovery, and every view invites you to linger just a little longer. Just beyond the leafy outskirts of Tirana, where the Erzan River carves its way through wild canyons and forested hills, lies one of Albania's most captivating natural treasures, the Pelumbus Cave. Known locally as the Black Cave, this subterranean marvel is a portal to a world shaped by water, darkness, and time. From here, a well-marked trail winds upward through dense woods, sunlight flickering through the leaves as you ascend. Arriving at the cave's entrance, a sense of awe takes over. The yawning mouth of Pelumbus Cave beckons, cool air spilling from the darkness within. Here, beneath layers of limestone sculpted over millions of years, time slows to a hush. Pelumbus Cave stretches over 360 meters into the mountain, with chambers that echo with every footstep. But the cave is not just a testament to geological wonder, it is a playground for the adventurous. The thrill of exploration is matched by the serenity of the cave's silence, broken only by the occasional drip of water or the flutter of a bat overhead. towering cliffs and lush forests shelter a rich variety of flora and fauna, making this area a haven for hikers, birdwatchers, and lovers of the wild. It is a place where the wonders of geology and the mystery of the past converge, deep beneath the Albanian hills. In the cool darkness of Palumbus Cave, you are reminded that some of Albania's greatest treasures lie not in plain sight, but waiting to be discovered by those willing to wander off the beaten path. Tucked away in the rolling hills near the village of Bogove, a hidden wonder awaits those who seek the soothing embrace of nature, Bogove Waterfall. Far from the bustle of city life, the journey to this enchanting spot meanders through sun-dappled forests and fragrant wildflower meadows, where the only sounds are the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant call of birds. Bogova Waterfall cascades down a rugged limestone cliff, its waters tumbling in a shimmering veil into a crystal-clear pool below. The falls, fed by pure mountain springs, create a living tapestry, ribbons of white froth weaving through emerald moss and ancient stone. Sunlight dances on the surface of the turquoise pool, inviting visitors to dip their toes or brave a refreshing swim in the chilly, invigorating water. What makes Bogova Waterfall truly unique is its sense of seclusion and purity. For nature lovers and photographers, every angle reveals a new marvel, from the vibrant greenery that frames the falls to the hidden grottos carved by water over millennia. In spring and early summer, the landscape bursts to life with wildflowers, while autumn paints the trees in hues of gold and crimson. Whether you linger in the shade of the trees or lose yourself in the mesmerizing flow, Bogove Waterfall leaves a lasting impression, an echo of serenity in the heart of the highlands. Venture further south, and the landscape transforms once more, this time into a realm sculpted by water and fire. Lengarica Canyon, near the town of Permet, is a masterpiece of natural drama. Sunlight filters through narrow chasms, illuminating moss-draped cliffs and wild fig trees that cling tenaciously to the rock. The echoes of rushing water and distant bird calls create a soundtrack as timeless as the landscape itself. But Lengarica's wonders do not end with its canyon. At its heart lie the celebrated thermal baths, where mineral-rich waters bubble from the earth heated by the ancient fires below. Steam rises in gentle wisps, mingling with the crisp mountain air, while the river flows nearby, a reminder of nature's enduring cycles. These baths are more than a place to relax. They are woven into the fabric of local tradition. Surrounded by the grandeur of stone and the healing embrace of geothermal springs, visitors find a rare balance: invigoration and tranquility, adventure and repose. Lengarika Canyon and its thermal baths stand as a testament to Albania's untamed beauty and the restorative power of nature. Here, where stone and steam embrace, every moment invites you to pause, breathe deeply, and let the land's ancient magic renew your spirit. Tucked away in the farthest reaches of the Albanian Alps, Lepush village is a hidden haven, where time seems to slow and nature reigns supreme. The landscape is a living tapestry. Emerald pastures dotted with grazing sheep, dense forests that shimmer with morning mist, and crystal-clear streams threading their way through the valley. Smoke curls lazily from chimneys as villagers tend to age-old routines, herding livestock, crafting cheese and gathering wild berries from the hillsides. In Lepush, hospitality is a cherished tradition. Warm smiles greet travellers, and hearty meals, fresh bread, honey and mountain herbs, are shared around communal tables. Surrounded by untouched wilderness, Lepush invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and discover the quiet joy of simplicity. Here, among the towering mountains and enduring traditions, the spirit of Albania's north beats strong and true, a reminder that the most beautiful journeys are often found far from the beaten path. Off the rugged coast where the Adriatic and Ionian seas entwine lies Sazan Island, a place shrouded in secrecy and untamed beauty. For decades, Sazan was veiled from the public eye, a forbidden military outpost whose forests and crumbling bunkers whispered of Cold War intrigue. Each moss-covered wall and rusted doorway hints at stories untold, of soldiers who once guarded these shores and of a nation's hidden past. Listen to the wind as it carries the cry of gulls and the gentle sigh of waves, weaving together echoes of history with the promise of renewal. Here, time unravels at its own pace, inviting explorers to lose themselves in a labyrinth of mystery and wonder. A place once marked by silence now calls out to the curious, reminding us that even the most enigmatic corners of the world can become sources of hope, adventure, and discovery. Rising above the clouds, where Albania touches the sky, stands Korab Mountain, the nation's highest and most formidable peak. Here, at the roof of the Balkans, nature asserts itself in dramatic style. The ascent is not for the faint of heart. Ancient shepherd trails wind through alpine meadows, past tumbling waterfalls and wildflower-strewn slopes, before giving way to a rugged, windswept wilderness. At 2,764 meters, the summit offers a view that defies imagination. A sweeping tapestry of mountains, rivers, and distant villages stitched together under an endless sky. Korab is more than a destination. It is a mountain that humbles and inspires, a place where the spirit of Albania soars free. Whether shrouded in the silence of dawn or ablaze with the colours of sunset, Korab stands as a wild monument to nature's grandeur and the enduring strength of those who seek its heights. Along Albania's untamed southern coast lies a place where the land plunges boldly into the embrace of the Ionian Sea. This is Cape of Palase, a realm of soaring cliffs, sun-bleached stone, and secret beaches lapped by impossibly clear waters. Below, the beaches of Palase unfurl like ribbons of white sand and smooth pebbles, untouched and inviting. Even in the height of summer, there are quiet coves where only the sound of gentle surf and distant cicadas breaks the silence. Cape of Palase is more than a destination. It is a meeting point of elements, where the drama of the mountains meets the serenity of the sea. Standing at the edge of these cliffs, with the endless horizon before you and the world at your feet, you can't help but feel a sense of awe, for the wild, for the unspoiled, and for the promise of discovery that still lingers along Albania's secret shores. Nestled between the soaring cliffs and olive-draped hills of Albania's southern Riviera lies Keparo Beach, a hidden jewel where time seems to slow and the sea glistens with irresistible clarity. Here the shoreline curves gracefully, cradling waters so transparent that every ripple reveals a mosaic of pebbles beneath. The gentle lapping of the Ionian Sea mingles with the distant hum of cicadas, creating a soundtrack to serenity. As the sun sets, Kiparo transforms, the sky ablaze with colour reflections dancing across the calm water. Here, every moment feels suspended between mountain and sea, tradition and tranquility. Kiparo Beach is more than a destination. It is a gentle invitation to rediscover the magic of nature and the timeless charm of Albania's Riviera. As our journey through Albania's hidden natural gems comes to an end, remember that these wonders await your discovery. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe for more breathtaking journeys and share your favorite spot in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.